Hi guys, my name is Giovanni Monti. I have many passions. One of them is music, and I love to play classic music, but as well to improvise and play just like my style, to have jam sessions with friends. And often people would ask me, where do you take those melodies? Because I'm a flutist. How you just come up with so lovely melodies? And they would answer, they just come to me. They just come to me and I play them. One day I will tell you the whole story how from music, this kind of thing that it's coming to me, this connection produced words. So one day I started to write down words instead of playing music, and it's the same kind of connection. So I reach a sort of state in which my analytical brain, it's not on, so I go beyond that. The thinking brain, it's like shut off, just stop, it's not working. You don't hear your thinking, you're in that stillness. That's how channeling is possible. So you have this connection with some guides, with your helper, with your own helper that are with you from the moment you were born. And in some moments you might have heard a whisper, maybe not like words, okay, but as a feeling. I should do that right now. What I love the most is this. That's what I should study, for example, at university, not that, because I don't feel it. And uh, you might have had these experiences in also other contexts with people with whom you want to talk, with whom you want to spend time, the one you want to marry, for example. You might have many signals that that's the right person. So what I do is now also providing sessions to people where I am connecting myself with their guide and providing those messages that people needs to hear. I mean, somebody could just say, I would like to know why this is happening to me all the time. I know that this thing is important. It's a sort of pattern, and if I don't understand the reason, I cannot move forward. And guides will just answer personalized message to that person. And maybe if that thing is important, the person might ask, so what I do now? What's your suggestions? Guides, tell me, what's your suggestions? And they will also answer, not expecting that you would follow those instructions. They're just saying, you can keep doing this way, and what will happen? It's like this kind of thing. And you might not really like it, but that's your choice. You can go on this way. And they will also show another possibility or a few more possibility. And depending on your level of consciousness, depending on what you feel called to, then you would follow the best path for you. And after a while you might say that, oh wow, I should have listened to them. They knew better. Maybe, but you know better what you are ready for. So if you were not ready to do that kind of jump, you don't have to do it. Nobody is forcing you. Guides are just having a sort of dialogue with you. They are showing you few options, and some of them you might have never thought about. They will not be upset if you don't listen to these messages, if you don't give value to them. It happens, especially in the beginning when you are not really sure whether this thing is happening or it's only a sort of freak that it's imagining to have a conversation with somebody that you cannot see. But you notice that those messages are touching you. They are kind of going there. You feel that there are some knowledge that that freak cannot possibly have about you. And if you open up to the possibility that maybe exists more than one layer of reality, not only this world that we can see and touch, but more than this. And you know that there are many. One of them is when you're sleeping, you have dreams. You are not here, but you believe to be in another place, right? Then you come here, you believe to be here, and you believe that this is the only reality that it might exist. Then you learn how to meditate, and you see that there are also other states that you can reach where you feel different and you are actually not under the effect of your memories, of your thinking brain. And in some moments you might also feel that your old self is just moving through certain patterns, and when you finish your meditation and you come back, for a few minutes you will feel so good and so spiritual, but then this old self is coming back, which is you, which is part of your brain. Okay, it's part of your memory, it's part of the way you used to think, and you might learn how to handle this inner dialogue. And about that we can have a deeper dialogue another time. What I want to tell you is that you're a beautiful being. You have so much to give, much more than you might expect, and you can feel more than what you believe it's possible to feel. And one of these things is also your inner voice, where and what you want to do and where you want to go, with whom you want to stay. All these signals that are coming, they are coming no matter if you believe in them, no matter if you trust them. They're just coming, and they will keep coming. Then one day you might say, oh, you know what, there was a guy who told me about that long ago, and maybe now it's time to get connected with your own direct source. We can still keep using Wi-Fi and all of these things, but you know that all of these things are just a copy of what we already have by nature. You know, we already have all of those things. We now need a router to get the connection with the internet, which is something that humans created. But if you think, we already have that router, which is here. Our pineal gland is that router, and the quantum field is the internet that always existed, and it always exists. So you might also say, you know what, now I need a phone which connects to the Wi-Fi that is coming from my router, and I can get access to the internet. And that's awesome, that's fun, and you can keep doing that. The other thing that is less obvious nowadays, before people would do it just like that easily. There was not any other kind of technology, maybe. So you might learn how to use your pineal gland to get, first of all, in tune with yourself, and then connect with this invisible field, which already we know a lot about. Scientific studies were done about this field. It exists, we measure it, we just don't really know how to access to it. But don't worry, step by step, more and more people will just, from the night to the next day, they will have this connection, and they will start to write things as I did, or they will start to just channel music, and understanding that this is a channeling. And many people are already doing it. They are already doing that. but they just say, this is me, this is me, I am doing all of this. And who do you think that wrote those beautiful poems that we read at school, or this beautiful music that we listen also from the past? Yeah, we might say, this is human, this is me, this is me. Anyway, when we go beyond this ego part, that this is my thing, this is my book, this is my composition, we will get access to more and more of this intuition, and wow, we can create more and more. So I hope you like the video. We guys can keep in touch. Down below you will find my contacts, and stay tuned.